Howdy, howdy. I am there. Yosh. Alright, so I got the Wiimote configured. I have the sensor bar over the TV. I tested it, I calibrated it for where I'm currently sitting, so I'm a little closer to my setup. I have a pillow. It's actually a fan-made coronet pillow. It's her and the listeners, and she has a bag of Ubies, and it says Ubi. So I have my Artist Sally Korosan pillow. To gently. Did you check where your Wii U thinks the sensor is? Yes. Yes, I did. That was part of why I was taking a long time to set up. Because I wanted to make sure. Let's make sure. Oh. Hold on. Getting used to it. Wrist supporters / exercise. I have my pillow, which is very cozy, very supportive, and I stretched my wrists a lot, so I'm hoping today will be good. Let me nestle her even more snugly. There we go. There we go. That's the stuff. All right. That is the stuff. I could probably use a second pillow. Hold on, I have a pillow of Pikami's head that might go well, like, under my elbow. Come here, Pika. There we go. Stream elements. We'll wait. Alright. Oh, now that's the stuff. That's cozy. Okay. She's gone crazy and claimed Roshi's head. I forgot where I got this. I think it was actually, I think it might have been with my, I don't know. I think I did tell you guys when it happened, but basically, I have an old coworker, and we honestly hadn't really talked that much. Like, we talked a little bit. Cause I left the company before he did. He still worked there for a little while. I didn't really talk to him when he was still there, and then when he left, I was pretty much like, hey, like, hope you're doing okay, man, but we didn't really, like, catch up a lot. And then I wound up doing, some freelance work for him for, his new company. And, so we reconnected, because he basically reached out to me and was like, hey, we need this thing that I know you can do, like, if I get them to pay you, can you do it? And I was like, on it, chief. And so we reconnected then, but then, he actually moved to Japan, and we would occasionally talk, like, cause I realized pretty fast that he really likes VTubers as well. And so, but I thought he was mostly like a HoloLive boy. Like, he loves Korone because he's a man of culture and taste. But he's like a huge Okayu boy. Like, he actually went to Okayu's first solo live. Solo, like that you could get tickets for and everything. And so I was like, what a god. But then when Pikami announced her graduation, I was like really, really sad. And he saw some of my sad posting, I guess. And he was like, oh, I didn't know you were like, he was like, we don't like talk about VTubers enough. I didn't know you were a huge Pikami girl. I was like, yeah, she's like one of my Oshis. And, oh. And I was like, I'm really sad. Like, I was like, I'm seriously contemplating going to Japan. I'm seriously contemplating going to Japan to go to the pop-up shop and buy some stuff. I was like, that's how crazy I am. And he was like, I'm in Japan, dummy. I live here. He was like, I too am a huge Pikami fan. He's like, he likes Voms in general. Like, he really likes Muneru, actually. He's a big Muneru man. And so he was like, I was gonna go to that anyway. He was like, I will get you some shit. And I was like, thank you, King. And he just like sent me a box with like every single piece of Pika merch that they had there. And I was like, oh, thank you, King. And this head in a box is one of one of the things. Is coming in clutch. Which Voms is that? The Ice Girl? It's since we know that Voms is how do we say, legally distinct Pokemon inspired. She's who everybody calls the Poliwhirl girl. She has big gloves, like spirals are her thing, and she's water type. I was like, it's not Poliwag, it's not Poliwrath. She's not angry enough. She's not stanced up enough to be Poliwrath. Elevator, hold on. There's an elevator. Where did I come in? Did I just backtrack? No. Unless. I don't think I did. I don't think I saw any of this. Maybe I did. Yeah, she's the Poliwhirl girl. And so he was basically like, before he went, he was like, I know a bunch of the stuff there is gacha. I need the space jump so bad. He's like, I know a bunch of the goods are gacha goods. And he was like, are you like just a Pikami girl or do you like anybody else? I was like, I like everybody. I was like, you know, like Pika's my main squeeze, but I also enjoy a good Tomoshka. Like, in this house we love and respect Tomoshka, and he was like, honestly, he's like, I'll just send you whatever I get other than the Munetters. The Munetters are mine. I was like, relatable. I understand, don't worry. Ah! But now, her head is helping me game more comfortably. I mean, I went through the same thing when I was at Otakon. These, woo! Oh, these are probably scannable. How do I scan again? Aha! Oop! Aha! New research entries been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology: Aegon Bearer Pod. Living storage units of the Luminoth. Oh, there's Luminoths in them. Hardy Desert Platform. Oh, plant form. I was like, am I supposed to jump on them? Hardy Desert Plant Form used to store useful items. Tough epidermis can be destroyed with weapons. I mean, I went through the same thing at Otakon. Yeah, like the hit MGS character. Structural analysis complete. Structural integrity of Brimstone object at critical. I can probably just blast. So anyway, I started blasting. Oh. Yes! When I was at Otakon and I pulled a bunch of the HoloLive blind boxes, I was like, I'm keeping every single Coronet I get. And like, nobody can, you can pull a Coronet from my cold dead hands. But then when because I learned about the blind boxes when I was at Pokey's booth, because some guy saw her HoloLive merch and was like, oh, have you seen the blind boxes? Oh my god, these guys are so fast. Have you seen the blind boxes in the dealer's room? And she was like, no, and I can't get there. And I was like, oh, I can get there. But then I asked her, I came back. I came back after I opened the blind boxes, and I was like, oh, I got 2 coronets, but they're both mine. And then I asked her, I was like, who's your Oshi? So that I could give her someone that she liked. And she was like, oh, Coronet's my Oshi. And I had this like moment of internal, like inside of you are 2 wolves type of moment. I was like, do I keep both of them like I intended to? Or do I? And then like the stronger wolf inside of me was like, Koroneski, together, strong. And I was like, I'll be a good boy. I won't be a crazy boy. New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology sandbats, small airborne predator pack. Contact with targets can cause minor damage. Targets travel in flying swarms. Minor damage. I mean, to be fair, I ordered a second one online later, so... Because that's how I roll. What is that? Structural analysis complete. Scan has detected signs of combat damage, yet integrity remains steady. Bridge may outlast its natural surroundings. Oh. Scanning. Oh, is that... Oh, that's a door. Unable to interface with door. Cannot translate Luminoth text. To gain access to door controls, you need to update your translator files. This game just keeps telling me I can't read. No, not the sandbats. What's that thing? Lore projector? That's me. Proper translator module needed for access. Picked out of scanning range. There's so much stuff around here. Structural analysis complete. Statue composed of ordinary alloys and stone. Purpose unknown. Possibly placed as a warning to travelers. That's also me. That does sound like me. I want to see Madam Web again. All right, what are you showing me? How is that out of range? It's right there. Oh my god, please. Object scan complete. This door uses a sonic security system. Sonic detection gear needed to interface with this system. Door is receiving commands via sonic beam. The commands are keeping it shut. Destroying the sonic beam emitters may open the door. Oh. Sonic detection? That's tomorrow. Maple can't read yellow. I am excited for Sonic tomorrow. I was thinking about it yesterday and I was thinking about it all day today. I was like, yay! Yay, more Sonic. I'm so excited. I'm really enjoying it too. I was like, I wonder if people would notice if I sneakily played and collected all the red coins. Surely everyone would think that somebody hacked my game. It wasn't me. Oh. Yosh. You get supersonic if you do? Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have just gone back and collected the red coins. And then winked at everybody. What is that? I can't scan it. Oh. Wow, Maple, you're such a gamer. Solar lens modified for use as part of a Luminoth sonic security system. Lens is connected to a sonic control system. Sonic detection gear needed to interface with this system. Neutralizing the control emitter may affect the lens. So, if I start blasting, that didn't seem to do anything. They said if I destroy them... Doesn't seem like I can. At least yet. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, do I need a bomb? Can I go in there? Wait, that's suspicious. That's suspicious, right? Oh, there's another one over here. Okay, never mind. What? Why do these look like the pirate boys? Oh, I should probably... New creatures entry has been located to your logbook. Oh, because they are pirate boys. Morphology. Pirate trooper. Starfaring brigand. Aggressive, well-armed bioform trained for combat and conquest. Sworn enemy of Samus Aran. Ooh. Okay. Keep schmoving. Gotta think of this like Doom 2016. Where'd he go? Where is this lad? Oh! Ha! Hate sand. Can I jump? New creatures entry. Morphology Brisgy, venomous insectoid. Poison stinger concealed in back-mounted shell. Finish it off quickly once the stinger is exposed. Do I have to like... Oh, I see. What denotes exposure? Maybe it has to be attacking me? I can't scan that? Oh, here we go. Ooh. Come on, you know what you want to do. You know what you want! Does it not care? Hey! Hey! Ah! Oh. Oh, God. Try walking into the ghost tree? What is this, the ghost tree? What? Does it make me a ghost? Don't bully him! He's just a little guy. Just a little guy with a giant poison stinger on his back. He's dead. No, it just blisses you out. Make woodwork out of the ghost tree? That's not a... I'm not specialized in ghost wood. Bioscan complete. Luminoth subject terminated 1.9 decacycles ago. Target has a number of wounds caused by small explosions, most likely delivered by a portable rocket or grenade system. Well, I see. He's got a little treat for me right behind him. I don't think there's any... Oh. is this? Oh, there is stuff. What's this? I can't read yellow. That looks yellow to... Ooh, wrong button. That looks yellow to me. No. Lore projector. Ugh. Probably need bombs for that. Bombs, Doko. Is this anything? You gotta get up on your Duolingo. I was thinking I should probably do some like Japanese refresher stuff before my trip. What is this? So that I'm not like a complete mess. Object scan complete. Target is in a state of dimensional flux. Oh, so it's like in a different space-time? Unable to completely scan bomb slot target. 50% of its component atoms are in another dimension or on the surface of dark ether. So I need to find this in like the dark ether version and maybe scan it? I don't know. Object scan complete. Automated door system online. Door control governed by bomb slot. Control link seems to originate from dark ether, however. Mechanical analysis complete. Portal dynamo offline. Configure lens system to focus solar power on dynamo. This will energize the system. Wait, can I do that now? Did you tell your Voms ally that you'll be returning to Japan to potentially hang out? No, I haven't really, like, told anybody. I haven't really told anybody that I actually know. Like, because it's not that I don't want to hang out, it's more that there's a lot of things I want to do, so I'm kind of figuring out, like, what's all the stuff I want to do and make sure that I can fit in, because I'm only there for 2 weeks. Like, I want to make sure that I can fit in a bunch of the stuff on my list. And then this is like the first vacation I've taken, like legitimate vacation I've taken in probably like over 5 years. Or about 5 years. So I'm kind of focused on what's the stuff that I really want to do and that will make my vacation really fun. And not that seeing my friends wouldn't make my vacation fun, but I'm kind of like if it fits in, rather than I'm gonna make a bunch of plans and then feel like I have to go meet people and stick to my plans when there's like stuff I want to check out for my vacation. Like HOWDY. I feel like a ton of people are in Japan right now, though. I'm seeing so many Japan tweets showing up. I feel like I've missed the boat somehow. People aren't always very cash money. Like everyone who I would see is super cool. But I'm also like, I don't want to make my vacation about doing the rounds, I guess. Would you visit your host family? So that's complicated. So my host family was really old when I was in Japan. I was in Japan when I was living there. It was over 10 years ago when I lived there. And so that it was over 10 years ago, and my host dad was 87. And I don't, so they obviously didn't use the internet because they were very old. They didn't even have internet at all in the house. I had to buy one of those what are they called? The like portable like internet hotspots. I had to buy one of those and like pay a monthly fee. Yeah, hotspot. I had to buy one of those and pay a monthly fee to like have internet so I could do my homework. Because they didn't have internet at all. And so the only way that I was able to stay in contact with them, honey, you want to play? You can hold the nunchuck if you want. The only way I was able to stay in contact with them was their son, who was like, he was like 45, and he used Facebook, but his English was like so-so, and my whole host family had really strong Osaka Ben, and so I learned to like understand Osaka Ben, but I was never like, I got it through context. And so it was hard, it was almost like harder to understand each other when we were just like writing, because we would be swapping back and forth between English and Japanese, but because his English wasn't very good, and he had a tendency to kind of like swap into Osaka Ben even when he was writing, I was kind of like, what is he saying? So we kept in touch, and I would basically be like, hey, I hope everyone's okay. I hope everyone's good. And he was like, yeah, everyone's great. But then I stopped using Facebook a long time ago. And the last I checked, he seemed like he had stopped using Facebook as well. And that was really like the only way that we communicated. So I haven't talked to him in years at this point. And like, I would love to see them. Like, I still remember the route to their house from the train station. Like, so like, I'd love to see them, but I just feel like it would be impossible to set that up, and like, not to be dark, I'm not sure if they're both still alive, because they were very old, and I was there over 10 years ago. So, and obviously I haven't heard anything, because my only contact went dark on the platform that I also hated using. So yeah, I ordinarily, like, a lot of my classmates said align the plates. Is that something I can do here, or do I need to wait till I have they said the sonic interface. Wait, is this anything? Maybe I should try scanning instead of like, here we go. Instead of being an idiot, just shooting at random things. Out of scanning range, what are you talking about? I'm right here. Structural analysis complete. Industrial solar lens, part of a system used to open a portal to dark ether. Okay, but can I schmoove it? Oh, maybe that. Object is composed of telluric alloy. Structural integrity has decayed considerably. You don't say. Damn it. Maybe that's another bomb situation. Okay. Because like, they were great. They were amazing to me. But it was just hard because of like the huge age gap, and their son being my only connection, and him not really being on Facebook anymore. But yeah, it was funny because, hi Hisaya! Hello, welcome! I'm lost. It was funny because a lot of my fellow a lot of my fellow host kids, they all had families who were a little bit younger. Like they were like in their 40s and had like just had kids or whatever. They tended to be, everything is happening for a reason. They all had kids, like younger kids, and they were in like their like early to mid 40s. And so I wasn't like jealous of them because I really loved my host family and they were a riot. They had very like unique perspective on things. But it was hard because a lot of other host kids had families who like had the internet or could speak a little English or at least was like cool with using more standard Japanese. Whereas my host family was like, we've been speaking Osaka Ben for 80 years and you're not about to stop us. I don't think I can. Is that red or yellow? Cannot read. This explains so much about how you speak Japanese. Well, I know my Japanese is kind of weird, but what do you mean? Ah, shit. Okay, so those will sweep you away. Just in case you guys didn't know. Is this a guy? Object analysis complete. This is a statue of the child hero of Aegon. Once a lowly acolyte squire, he became a warrior when the temple was attacked. All warriors but were slain, leaving the boy as sole defender of the temple. He served Aegon for nearly a centicycle before being lost in battle on Dark Ether. That's rough, buddy. Can I jump on him? Oh no. Oh god! Oh, I'm sorry! I didn't mean to. Yeah, I was like kind of jealous, but at the same time in my host kid application, they were basically like, are you cool with smoking? Are you cool with drinking? Like, are you cool with kids? And I was like, I don't like care about, I was like, I'd rather they not smoke because I have an allergy. And I was like, I don't care if they drink. But I was like, I was basically like, I'm willing to be placed with someone with kids, but I'm not like good with kids. I'm one of those people who's really awkward, like you leave me with a child and we sit there in silence for like 2 minutes and then the kid looks at me and I look at the kid and I'm like, so, the economy. For reference, Maple and I have been to events with Japanese game company folks, and both had to speak Japanese. My Japanese was very Tokyo and a little, maybe not feminine, but let's say stylish. Maple's Japanese had the slight tang of an aged Osakan woodcutter. yeah. So yeah, nah. This is a monument to a lost hero. Can I jump on it? Yeah. I mean, I guess I do speak it like a boomer sometimes, but me with my 2-year-old nephew. Yeah, I don't know. I basically was like, yeah, if you want to place me somewhere with a kid, like, I'm not against it. I was like, I'm just like, if they want me to babysit, maybe that's not the best idea. Like, I just don't know what to do in that situation. It's so funny, because once kids hit a certain age, I'm, like, amazing with them. But they have to be able to be mean. to me. Like, when kids are at the stage where they're like cute and they just want to ask you questions and have you play with them, I'm like, I don't know what to do with this child. But then as soon as they can like sass you and call you like basically look at you playing like a game that they're hip to and just be like, oh, you're so embarrassing. Like when they can be embarrassed with you, that's the second that I'm like, I understand this child. I want this kid to just like sass me, tell me how old and uncool I am. I'd like to say I sounded like a guy with too many girlfriends, and Maple sounded like she could fight 20 of me. Now I'm expected to have conversations and he doesn't even watch anime. Wow, relatable. Are all your relations based on abuse? I'm from New England. People, you're old and cool. So instead I became a VTuber where my fans tell me how old and uncool I am. Yeah, you're all my surrogate children. Maybe I'm Canadian, I don't know what that means. Everyone in New England is like kind of mean. Just all the time. There's a 30 Rock quote where they like go to Boston. They go to Boston and one of the characters comes in and they're like, how you doing? And he's like, I'm working with 3 men. They are all named Sean and they are very mean. And it's like one of my favorite lines because I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. But yeah. Well, it was funny because like sometimes my coworkers' kids will come in and I like don't know what to do with them. But one came in as an inflatable T-Rex for Halloween, and I was like, and like it was like he must be like 12 or something. Like he's not like that young or that he's like a preteen, but he was the inflatable T-Rex. And of course, like the inflatable T-Rex is pretty tall. Like the person inside doesn't have to be tall, but the costume itself is tall. So he's rolling around the office, and I walked by him, and I was like, "Oh, a scary T-Rex is here!" And he just turned and looked at me and said through the costume, "I'm taller than you," and then walked away. And I was like, "Yep, that's fine." Just get my ass told. Wait, what is happening? Oh, is it infecting the... I am gonna scan it this time. He's so fast. He's a giant if he's bigger than 6'9". The T-Rex costume is pretty tall. Bomb Guardian Bomb Dropping Darkling. Enemies utilizing your morph ball bomb unit. So he has my bomb, which I need for every single puzzle I've walked by. Although its armor is strong, its tail is exposed when moving. Its mouth can be hit when glowing. He's a friend. I don't think he is. Oh, look, he's dropping bombs. Yeah! He's so fast! Oh, learn how to sidestep. Open your mouth, sucker! He's so scary! Ugh. or as we call it, ho hopping. That's true. Samus, turn! Please. Oh. Is it only vulnerable when it's glowing? Not that I'd know. Yeah. When it does that, I lose the targeting, which sucks. There. Okay. I actually had one friend in Japan who her host family was Yakuza, and like they weren't like, you know, embarrassed about it or anything. it was just like very like, yeah, of course we're Yakuza. But they were like very old school. I would use missiles, but I only have 3 left. Do people get embarrassed about it? Not embarrassed, that's the wrong word. I would say like they were very like they weren't particularly worried about like about people knowing, I guess. No, it's okay. It's a good call out. I was just like, I saw my missile count and I was like, this is a problem. Open about it. Yeah, I guess that's the right word. Morph ball bomb. Yosh. Missile ammunition 5. Resupplies missile launcher with 5 rounds of ammo. What is that? Can I scan the health pickup like I couldn't? Oh, you can. Medium energy unit replenishes 30 units of energy. Yeah, they were very open about it. Like they had kind of an old style house, with like all of the like rich dark lacquered wood, with the like super like old Japanese style house. But they had a really tall, like, it was almost like a compound. Like they had walls all around it and a bunch of security cameras at the giant front gate, and you had to like identify yourself and someone would check you through the security camera and then let you in. And she said like she was kind of like she got the gist right away. She was kind of like, oh, that's what's happening. And so she was kind of nervous. She was like, should I be scared? But she said, she got there on her first night and apparently like, so this guy's a Yakuza and he had a daughter, who was going to the same school as us. And, when she heard that there was like a really active exchange student program, she was like, oh, I want to host an exchange student. I want to host a girl so I can like have like somebody who lives here who's my age and we can hang out and be friends. She wanted like a pet gaijin basically. And so she was like, Daddy, can we please host a gaijin who I can hang out with and share things with and be friends with? And he was like, of course, darling, anything for you. And so she was really nervous when she got there, but then she said her first night, she got like buzzed into the gate and she went in and this girl just like loved her and they brought her into into the dining room area, and there was just this giant table with like just an insane amount of really high grade sushi laid out all over it, and the dad had like tattoos and everything, and he just kind of like gestured to it, and he was like, eat however much you want, like this is all for you, like and she said like, you could make an anime out of this plot. I know. And she said that he, like, the family was just really nice to her, and he was always kind of like, if anybody gives you trouble, you come to me. Like she felt just like very, very safe and protected, and they were just really, really generous with her, and yeah, she loved them. So it was really funny. She was like really nervous at first, and then she was like, oh, I love my family. While in morph ball mode, press A to drop a morph ball bomb. Thank God. At last. Yeah, we were always referring, we were always like, oh, how's things going? How's things going with your family? And she was like, yeah, they're great. She was like, I love my Yakuza princess host sister. I love my Yakuza dad. Everything's... Woo! Everything's great. I do wonder if they were like, ever like, there's certain things, like if somebody, you know, shows up or you hear us talking about something, that is not something you share outside of the home or something. But yeah, it was very, it was shockingly like Yakuza game-esque. Just like this Yakuza dad taking her in. Woo! We were all kind of jealous of her because she always got to eat the best food. Was that? I thought there was... Oh, here we go. It was just to block me from sneaking through. Whoa, it's all dark. I'm assuming. I was gonna say, I'm assuming that that's... The morph ball is not the solution to that. Let's see. Oops. Where did I come in? I haven't been very good at checking the map, so I can't open the white door. There's definitely some stuff back there with the morph ball bomb, but I think I'll just keep pressing forward as long as I can. Yeah, she got that good sushi. The good shit. Woo! 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 What is happening? I mean, so the area that I lived in the Kansai area, obviously. And one of my I didn't really know this. I mean, there were a lot of houses like that. The very, like, old style with big gates and security cameras and such. But I just kind of thought that was people being private. But I did ask. So obviously I knew that there was some Yakuza presence because of my friend and her host family. But I had a coworker later who I was talking to when I first joined the company. And he was like, oh, you lived in Japan. Where'd you live? Because he was a Kansai boy, and so he was really excited to talk about it when he heard I lived in Kansai. And so I was telling him, I was like, oh, I lived here, and he was like, you know, that's a Yakuza town, right? And I was like, what? I was like, I didn't even occur to me. And he was like, was your host dad like former Yakuza? And I was like, I don't know. He was like, well, what did he say he did for work? And like, I had one of those moments where you phase back in time, and I was like, the only thing host mom ever told me was, Iroiro Nakoto. He did various things and never expanded on that. So I was like, I don't know, actually. But yeah, he was like, that is just a Yakuza town. He was like, I'm shocked that you didn't know that. I was like, no, I had no freaking clue. I don't know if I'm just not observant. Maybe. He's in real estate. Object analysis complete. This is an access point for the local energy system. The energy transfer module has been designed to interface with it. Once it has, all of the energy within the module will be channeled into the local system. And is that the... Luminoth holo projector online. Automated message initiated. Oh! Oh! Welcome, I am Isha, Sentinel of the Aegon Temple. This message survives my death as guidance to one who would fight the Ing. A portal to dark ether lies nearby. With it, you can travel to this land's shadow. Oh, so like the dark version of this place. You must locate a dark temple, a twisted mockery of this sacred place. Inside, you will find the energy controller you seek. The temple door is held fast by 3 locks. The keys for the locks are hidden throughout that dark land. Your search will be difficult. Even with the very air of dark ether is dangerous. Or even the very air of dark ether is dangerous. And can cripple the strongest of warriors. In our past struggles with the Ing, we placed a series of light crystals throughout their world. They remain today. These crystals create safe areas that will protect you from the harmful atmosphere of the dark world. It's gonna be like environmental hazards. Probably until I can get a suit. I've updated your translocator module. You can access devices and doors coded with amber holograms. Is that yellow? Can I read yellow now? More lands are open to explore. When you have taken the energy from the Dark Temple, return here at once. May the light of ether serve you well. Should become a Yakuza like that Netflix movie that sucked. Okay, actual good Yakuza media is Tokyo Vice. I've heard mixed things about the dude's book that it's based on, but Tokyo Vice is really, really good. And has accurate experiences to living in Japan. Like being the only one with a backpack who looks like a nerd. And having people be like, you don't understand shoes. Why can't I give it the business? Can I scan those weird heads? No. Oh, I didn't scan this guy. Bioscan complete. Luminoth subject terminated 1.5 decacycles ago. Damage from multiple weapon systems detected. Subject definitely went out fighting. You don't have the energy yet, you goober. I just wanted to see if it would work. But yeah, I had no idea I lived in like a Yakuza town. But one thing that was really funny is I used to go to this bakery. Well, I went into like the city proper a lot because I liked shopping for like retro games and stuff like that. And so I went to the city a lot. But there's a bakery near the station that I would get off at, and I really like going to it because there was never a lot of crowds. but they had really fresh bread and it was really good. So I would get like melon pon there and other little treats to just like grab and snack on. And so I always really liked that bakery. It wasn't like a big deal. It wasn't a brand name bakery or anything. But my friend, my friend and coworker from Osaka, when we were kind of sharing like, oh, I love this place. Oh, I love this place. I mentioned that bakery and he got really weird. And he was like, do you mean, you know, the bakery outside Yodoyabashi Station? Like this one? And he was very specific and like pulled up Google Maps. He was like, this one like at this particular station exit. I was like, yeah, that's the one I like. And he was like, I worked there. He was like, I worked there for like a while. He was like, I probably served you bread. And I was like, that's so weird. Trick with most crime towns, if you mind your business, you mostly get left alone. Yeah, honestly, the only times people ever bugged me is when like 70-year-old men were like, we should go to karaoke together. And I was like, no, but thank you. Retro game hunting and stopping by the bakery is my ideal Japan day. It was a pretty good day. It was a good day. Yeah, I definitely lived like this. It was funny because a lot of my friends were very into going to clubs and like meeting like a bunch of people and going out for late night karaoke and that type of stuff, which is fine. Like I'm not bashing it at all, but I definitely lived more of the like slow life in Japan. Oh, that's one of those guys. Where'd you come from? A lot of my friends were tearing it up and having a really good time, but that was just like not my bag. I was like, I want to go walk around a shrine and eat sweets and go to a bakery and buy some retro games and maybe if I'm lucky, I'll find some like cool old LE stuff. Maybe perchance I will go to a Tales of Fest as a treat. Security clearance approved. Door systems online. Through vigilance and strength, we create peace. Are there any good museums there? So I went to the museum that's like part of Osaka Castle, which was really cool. And I went to... They actually have a manga museum in Kyoto. Where they have a lot of like historical manga stuff. They have like drawings by famous mangaka. They have they just have a lot of really cool stuff. They kind of have like a manga throughout the ages type of thing where it shows like really early manga up to present day stuff and like how art styles and storytelling have evolved. It's really cool, and they have it's like presented in a bunch of languages so that anybody can enjoy it. So I went to the manga museum. The Ghibli museum is, I think, in Kyoto, but I actually never got to go to it because it was under construction while I was there. Osaka has a really great aquarium, and they also have a really nice zoo that it has like its own train station. Like the train station is literally named Dobutsuenmai, like in front of the zoo. And so I went there a couple times because they have a bunch of gorillas, and so it's just cool to see them. There's just like I didn't spend as much time in Tokyo because I didn't live there. I only went a week here or a week there. Like I went for Tokyo Game Show, which was cool. But as far like there's definitely good museums in Osaka. It's funny because whenever people are like, I'm going to Japan, it's my first time, can you tell me what to do? And I'm like, because they're always going to Tokyo, and I'm like, I don't know anything about Tokyo. Every time I had to go for work, I had to look things up. I was like, where's the Pokemon Center here? I'm scared. Increases the number of missiles you can carry by 5. Let's go. If you want, you can change the lock-on settings so your cursor doesn't move from the center of the screen. Wait, how do I do that? Oh! 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 Huh? Huh? Aha! Sound display controls. Lock on free aim. No. Shh. A lot of your friends are having a good time. You're intimidating shop owners and throwing grenades into office fronts. One thing that was funny is my friend. So my friend, she was from Sweden. She was from Sweden, but she was Asian. And so one thing that was kind of funny is even though she was from Sweden, she was like, everyone just assumes I'm Japanese. And she was like, so people will just come up and talk to me, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I'm Swedish. And so she was just like very flummoxed by that. And she was like, it almost makes it harder to operate here because she was like, people who are obviously gaijins kind of have a power where people kind of get out of your way and leave you alone and try to help you because they know you're a gaijin. She was like, with me, it like they don't understand. They feel like I'm just being difficult with them, and then once they realize that I'm like not from here, then they start to help me. But she was like, it's annoying. And she would sometimes have trouble with shop owners, so she bought like a lot of BL. Like a lot of BL. But sometimes she would have problems where she was supposed to get like something for pre-ordering or like some kind of special thing, and they just like would forget to give it to her or wouldn't give it to her. So, am I going the right way? Oh, one more. And oh, hold on. And so yeah, they wouldn't like give her like pre-order bonus, or is there a reason you specified BL? Because I think she was like a little more shy about being not like demanding, but she felt like she was being demanding about it when she would be like, oh, I have to go back and ask for the thing they didn't give me. She was kind of like, I feel really dumb doing like rolling in there with this massive Fujoshi energy of I got my boys' love, but I didn't get enough of my boys' love, so give me more. And so I think she was like kind of like, she was not at all shy about being a Fujoshi to me. And in fact, she was like, I will introduce you to the world of BL. I will show you the world, shining, shimmering BL. And I was just kind of I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But there was times when she would go and try to get the stuff that they hadn't given her, or there was one time she bought, I'm trying to remember what it was, like she bought something, but it was, they gave her the wrong thing. And I didn't know what was happening. I was there buying my own stuff. And I saw that she was talking with the shop owner, but she looked kind of distressed. And I didn't really know what was happening, and I didn't mean to do it. But the guy was kind of giving her a hard time and not really, like, listening to her. And I just walked over and stood behind her, and I just kind of looked down at her, and I was like, what's going on? Everything going okay? And the shop owner took one look at me and just immediately like processed the refund and replacement. And I was like, what? And she was like, I'm bringing you with me anytime I have a problem from now on. She was just like the fact. Oh, pirate guy. Oh, I love the lock on. Oh my god. She was like, the fact that he immediately caved when he saw like an obvious gaijin. She was like, it's so crazy, and I need your help from now on. And I was like, God, I got you, girl. Oh no! Oh no! 5-6 Yumi Joshi energy. New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Dark Pirate Trooper. Darkling possessed space pirate. Enhanced strength and stamina gained from addition of symbiotes. Dislikes bright light. Don't make me display the bag tattoo. My arm is fine, actually. I have a setup this time. So I got the... Oh my god. It hit so hard now. I got the sensor bar on top of the TV, which was half of the problem. And then I got, so I can hold it at a better angle, and then I got pillows to support my arm, and they are working rather well. So I am good. But yeah, after that, every time she was like, even if it wasn't a problem, if she was like, oh, I'm picking up my pre-order, she was like, you need to come with me in case there is a problem. Like, it will be fixed immediately. And I was like, okay. New lore entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Luminoth lore translated, Light of Ether. Data transferred to your logbook for further review. Hold on, I will read the log. Yeah, she was like my first, like, openly, well, I was gonna say she was my first openly super into BL friend. But I had a roommate who was super into BL, but she was like kind of weird, so I didn't really count her. Not weird because of the BL, she was like weird in other ways. Where is my logbook? Lore. Is it Luminoth lore? Luminoth lore. Keybearer lore. History. Which one is it? Oh, Light of Ether. That was it. The main energy controller was built in the Great Temple. 3 subcontrollers were built in the temples of Torvus, Aegon, and Sanctuary. They collected the energy of ether, then radiated it over the world to all who needed it. In time, we came to call this precious energy the Light of Ether. It brought an age of peace and prosperity to the Luminoth. No, I had a roommate who, like, devoutly wrote fan fiction for a certain fandom, and would always try talking to me about her fan fiction, even though I had never engaged with this anime before in my life, and I was like, I have no idea what you want from me. I was just like, I've never seen this show. I can't provide useful feedback. I'm sorry. Like, I get wanting to talk about your stuff more than anybody, but I was like, I'm literally useless here. I have like 3 guesses on the series. Yeah, go for it. It's a Fujoshi classic from the late 2000s. If I'll give you that much. I will say there was a BL couple I shipped from another. Oh, I don't have the. Oh, it's okay. Black Butler. God damn it! I got distracted by Black Butler mention. It was not Black Butler. That was the other girl. I've told you guys about that girl. I will. Oh, I don't need to do that again. I will. I'll tell her story again for anyone who's new. It was not Hetalia, though she wound up getting really into Hetalia. Hetalia like came out while she was writing for the other series, and then she got really into Hetalia. So that was kind of like her newfound fandom. But it was not the OG fandom. It was not Supernatural. It was an anime. It was not FMA. It was a certified Fujo classic. Even I am aware. The thing was that she really wanted me to be into her Fujo thing, but I actually like had a really powerful, like, I was very into a certain BL ship at the time, and I would try to talk to her about it, and she was like, I don't care about that. And I was like, well, then I don't care about your BL thing. It was not Code Geass. Supernatural got an anime? What? Damn, get destroyed. Well, I was like, I'm not gonna pretend to care about your BL thing if you can't even admit that Light and L are like, have tension, you know? We're never gonna speak of this conversation again. It was closer to like 2008. Don't fucking maple me. I still have the dojins. Oh shit! Don't shoot me. Oh, there's dudes in here. Ah! Was it Durarara? No. Durarara came out in like 2010? What? Literally, what are you mapling me about? I'm not gonna take this in my own home. Gotta keep you on your toes. The sunshine. Here comes the sun, meow 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 meow. Here comes the sun, meow wow wow. Oh, it will transport me now, right? Oh, he's here! Would you quit it? illegal Beatles rock band stream win when I make a second Twitch channel so that this one can't get banned. It wasn't D Grayman, but she was really into D Grayman. Really into D Grayman BL as well. So actually a solid guess on that one. How do I... Like, it looks like it's going here, right? Do I need something else to like open the gate? When you do name it Cooler Maple and just use the same icon with badly drawn sunglasses. Heard. So it looks like it's boosting over here. The thing was that she liked Death Note too. She was just like, oh, I don't really, she's like, I'm more into like mellow and near. And I was like, why? Like Ella's right there. I don't know why I'm getting like 2008 heated tonight. Like the surest sign I need to go to bed. Or on High School Host Club? No, but she was also really into that. She was specifically into the twincest in that. You're getting like, you're dangerously close on like you keep nailing all of her other fandoms, but not the one that she wrote a ton for. You'd have to stream on a site you won't mind being nuked off of, like Kick or something. I could also just do Discord. Oh, right, I can scan. Thank you. Space Pirate Crate. Space pirates strangely dislike theft. Who likes it? The only way into their crates is through the use of force. Get banned off Kick and add it to your Twitter bio. Soul Eater, no. Oh! System analysis complete. Console used to energize and open a portal to Dark Ether, currently online. Portal generation system initiated. No, I'll just tell you, it was Prince of Tennis. And I was like, okay, well my ship, Light and L, play tennis. They have like a very tense scene where they play tennis together, so you should love my ship, Light and L. And she was like, I don't care for it. And I was like, I don't care for you. Dark Ether's atmosphere is dangerous. Uh-oh. So I need to like... Who the fuck is this?! Glowing safe zones protect you from the atmosphere, so I gotta like run between them. I assume I'll get like a suit at some point. New research entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Blade Pod. Living storage units of the Ing Horde. These Ing morph their bodies around useful items to protect them. They rely on larger Ing for protection. Wouldn't have said Prince of Tennis considering the range of other things. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Now the black butler girl that I knew. So where I went to school in Japan, it was considered kind of a... It wasn't like prestigious per se, but... Because clearly a dumb motherfucker like me got into it, but it was like a well-regarded program. And so there were a lot of people there who were kind of shoot the sparkling energy nearby to energize the safe zone. What, this? Oh no, do I need to? Oh, I see. This? Aha! Oh, they don't last forever. Maple scan. Yani. Oh. Luminoth light crystal generates protective field of light energy. Light crystals provide protection from dark ether's atmosphere. They can be nullified by dark energy and supercharged by light energy. Oh, interesting. Luminoth light beacon generates protective field when energized. Light beacons must be energized by beam weapon fire to function and remain charged for a limited time. But basically, like, there were definitely snooty people in my program who were kind of like, who were like, I will never admit that I came here because I'm a weeb. And like, if you came here and you are a weeb, you're like, you're uncultured basically. And so people kind of hid if they were into like nerdy stuff because they didn't want to be thought of as like, I came to Japan because I'm a huge weeb. This girl did not give a shit about that. So I had a class, it was a sociology class that I had. I tried to take a lot of different classes there just because I was like, it would be really interesting to try lots of different things. So I actually took a sociology class and it was really, really interesting. And I actually got along really well with the teacher because it was a class about fandom and how like the ways that fandom kind of like build and coalesce around certain things kind of reflects, you know, what people need and like trends and everything like that. And I just thought that was cool. So I took it, and he wound up really liking me because he was like, a lot of people in this class seem like really into fandoms, but he was like, I can tell that you're like into fandoms. And I was like, why did he say it like that? It was really fun. It was really interesting. But so she sat next to me in this class, and basically every single class when he would be like, oh, so like, this fandom is really famous for causing this kind of societal shift in this way. Like we talked about like how the Takarazuka fandom is even though it's like an all-woman stage production, it's mostly made up of women who are like, even though they consider themselves to be straight, they're like romantically interested. And it's just like Takarazuka is really interesting. And so there was just, so like we talked about stuff like that, just like fandom rituals and stuff that people do and how they see themselves and so every time he would be like, oh, like, you know, here's this really interesting societal thing about how Takarazuka fans operate and talk about themselves, she would raise her hand and be like, well, in the Black Butler fandom or well in the Kuroshichuji fandom it's actually more like this, and everyone was kind of like, you got the vibe that everyone was like, we don't fucking care, but she just like insisted upon letting us know what was going on in the Black Butler fandom. And then we were talking about how fans, oh, what was this? Oh, did it just open in the other world? Transdimensional activity detected. Yeah, it did. Device been activated back on ether. So she would always be telling us, ooh, there. That, eh? She would always be just like telling us Black Butler stuff. And then we got to a discussion about how, like, basically fans who are, you know, prominent enough in fandom can kind of go on to create their own, like, works of media and then kind of build their own fandoms from there. But how, like, sometimes it can be a little wild. Like, this is around the time that 50 Shades of Grey was getting really big, and so we had this big discussion on how it was originally, like, a Twilight fan fiction. But now, you know, it's kind of taken on a life of its own. Oh, I need to scan that guy. Sure it'll pop up. Sure it'll pop up elsewhere. And so we were talking about kind of big name fans, BNFs as they were called at the time. And she was like, well, I'm a BNF in the Kuroshitsuji fandom. And immediately, like, I'm a jackass, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna find her. I'm a jackass who's been online too long, and I was like, I will find her, because she was constantly talking about, oh well, like, she was like, I'm a big name fan in the Kuroshitsuji fandom because I read a lot of fan fiction, and like I'm a very big deal in the Kuroshitsuji live journal community, and I was like, I too am very active in the live journal community. And I've never spoken to you one-on-one, and I will find your online presence. So I went to the Kuroshitsuji live journal community, and I went to the fanfiction tag, and I just dove the fuck in, and I was like, I'm going to find her. And so I just was like, I was shuffling through all of this Kuroshitsuji fan fiction that I didn't want to read. I like focused on the ship that she always said that she liked. And then I started looking into the profiles of the people who posted the fan fiction, and was looking for someone who mentioned that they were currently living in Japan, because I was like, she will put that in her profile. So Maple became this girl's Mr. X. I'm a BNF in the Maple fandom, like how Sparkster Gaming is a BNF in the Maple Alcesia fandom. I'm sometimes so stunned at what draws you into focus on. Why? Wouldn't you want to know? So eventually I found a girl, I found a fanfiction author for her favorite ship who was like, I'm living in Japan right now. And I was like, and so I went through her posts and I cross-referenced some details of stuff that I knew was going on at school, and I was like, okay, this is her. And so then I went and I looked at her fan fiction, and it was like some really dark shit. It was like straight up like, it was like the butler guy was like pulling out the I don't know the characters, pulling out another character's intestines and like getting jiggy with them, and I was like, what the fuck? And so then I looked up her username because I was like, she said she was a BNF, and I'm like, I'm kind of wondering if other people are like really into her, and all I could find of posts were people were posting about her, and they were like, this girl scares the shit out of us, and I wish she would stop posting. And I was like, oh my god. And then I had to sit next to her in class every day for the rest of the semester with all of that cursed knowledge cooking inside of me. I was like, not only do I know the cursed shit that you're writing, but every time you bring up what a BNF you are, I have to like shut up that everyone is scared of you. Infamous. You know who did this, Maple? You did this to you. No, Curiosity did this to me. Morphology. Inglet. I don't know why that name gets me. Worker drone of the Ing Horde. Wall crawling, morphing bioform. Strongly dislikes bright light. I don't like him. Where'd he go? Ooh. There you go. Ooh. Hey, I had to know. I had to know. I mean, I've also told you guys about the whale meat girl. Who, like, this was also kind of around the time when there was, like, a lot of, like, political commentary about the hunting of whale. And so it was, like, not, you know, it was considered a very controversial thing to eat whale. What was BNF? Big name fan. It was very controversial to eat whale, but she, like, somehow went and found whale and bought it and then cooked it in her communal apartment with other students and ate it, and then was, like, kept telling us about how she ate whale. And we were like, you probably shouldn't be, like, spreading this around. And she was like, whatever, I ate whale. She was also a big Fujo, but she was like, I honestly want to know what happened to her, because she was built so differently from anyone I've ever met in my life. I'm like, I have to know if, like, you can hold down a job. Because we would be, like, in the middle of class, and then we, like, again, we would be talking about, like, Takarazuka and how it's, like, very female focused and it's mostly female fans and also female performers. And then she would just pipe up out of nowhere and she would be like, it's very unfortunate for me because I just really like seeing guys have butt sex in my Fujoshi, in my BL and Yaoi doujinshi. And we would all be like, what the fuck is going on? She would just drop it like no fear. Like she wasn't, like, in a college class in that moment. And we, like, I need to, like, there's no way that she woke up one day and said, I should stop talking like this. So I just need to know where she is. Night barb, flying airborne hunters native to dark ether. Targets are small, but travel in large numbers for safety. Avoid contact. She was wild. Or she would say stuff, she would be like, oh yeah, she would be like, I read a really good BL last night. And we would be like, that's cool. And she'd be like, yeah, I really enjoyed myself to it, if you know what I mean. And we were like, stop. Just stop. You can stop talking. No one is forcing you to say these things. Stop. Get help. She was the model of why, like, those leadership conferences or whatever teach the WAIT system. WAIT, why am I talking? Where, like, the whole idea is you, like, stop and consider what you're saying so that you only really, like, say things that are helpful. But I was like, she needs this talk. Vine boom. Thank you, Maple, for hitting us with the secondhand info. I had to live through it. So, if I don't pass on that pain to other people, I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to heal. Oh no. Uncharged beam shots travel faster than charged shots. Oh really? What is this? Warrior Ing. The soldiers of the Ing Horde. Shape-shifting wall crawler. Dangerous combatant in melee and at range. Dislikes bright light. Can I just get a flashlight? Stories of the filler arcs that explain where Maple got her power. I assume she went on to be a public relations person. God, I hope so. Doesn't like bright light, but he sure was happy to shoot some at me. I sincerely hope she grew out of that. I hope she didn't. I hope she is living the same insane life that the girl in my 7th grade class who did the Inuyasha presentation is. The one where she just kept saying, he's a dog boy for all seasons. Like saying it more than once would make us all understand. And I was like trying to figure out if it was the tagline of the show or something, and I don't think it was. I think she was just like, I'm a genius and everyone needs to know about this. Oh, it's a dark boy. Ah! It's probably a VTuber somewhere. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Hope they're both living it up. They're probably both VTubers at this point. You wouldn't remember if she wasn't right. That's the thing, is like, I'm not like making fun of it. I'm like, it was hilarious how she kept saying this thing as if it was the tagline of the show and it wasn't. But it is one of the only things I know about Inuyasha, so she did her damn job. Lightbringer. Light generating forager. Creature generates safe zones while living, immune to most forms of attack. Oh, so like it's moving with him, I see. Gotta get up there. Oh, gotta get up. Okay. You just get a Discord ping after the stream, see a new VTuber in your DMs going, Maple, you bitch. No, I love them. I hope they're living great lives. I just thought it was I thought it was insane behavior. But I sincerely wish the best for both of them. What does it mean for all seasons? It just means that, like, he's good all the time, I guess? Or you, like... Oh, is that a warp? He's good all the time, or like... He's so great, you want him year-round? I don't know. I can't explain it. He's just a dog boy for all seasons. You're gonna have to find her and ask her. Walk with me, friend. Ooh, don't knock me off. Yeah. Oh, this is a tiny one. I lack the Fujo brain. Speaking of Discord, I wonder how Maple will take that message. Huh? I just want to brag a little bit. I've been so brave today. How do I... Oh, I assumed I was breaking that, but... I don't have the timing down anymore. No. You need the spider ball? Okay. Fine. I've been really brave today. I don't know what it was about my terrible work experience yesterday. I just woke up today and I was like, I'm gonna do all the things. I should be in fear of my safety more often. Just kidding. It's not... Oops. I actually sent some DMs and I have a few more DMs to send. Uh-oh. Woo! It's so big! Jump Guardian. I don't like the jump part of that. Jump Guardian Space Jump Powered Warrior Ink. Space Jump! He has my Space Jump! Powerful metamorph with enhanced jump abilities, able to generate energy shockwaves and force fields. Yeah, I actually sent some DMs today. Oh my god, he's got the jump. Is it the shoes? Ooh. Oh, I see. And he's got the purple. It's no sail. You get the space jump earlier than Prime 1. Then Prime 1 or Zero Mission or Samus Returns. Space jump was like one of the last things I got in all of those games. I think that's why I'm so surprised that it's like this fast. Yeesh! Oops. No more missiles. Prime 1, you get it somewhat early. Do you? I remember it in the cave, but I thought it was still like a little ways in. Hey, isn't this the game that Tommy Tallarico worked on? Oh god! Hold on, I moved my arm too much. There we go. Look at the shoes! It is the shoes! His mother was very proud. Space jump boots acquired. Press B to jump while still in the air. Press B again to perform an extra space jump. Ultra energy unit replenishes 100 units of energy. Yosh. Woohoo! Yeah, I actually, like, I sent some DMs today that I was really nervous about sending, but I did it. And I have some more DMs to send. I have some more DMs to send after stream. I already have them mostly written, but I was like kind of writing them at work, and I was like, I just want to make sure that everything I'm saying here makes sense. Sent DMs. I set up a couple commissions that I've been meaning to do. What is that? I don't like this. This doesn't feel safe. Get my juice back. You plan to see if you can make a Min's family deck? That would be really cute. That would be so cute. We have to figure out which Min's kids fit which card archetypes, though. Archetypes, as the professionals say. Uh-oh. Can it not? Oh, I'm still safe. Sorry, I panicked. Oh, it's a missile door. Yeah, don't they have a thing where you can, like, submit your Oshi? So I presume, like, anybody who maybe gets enough submissions or something? That'd be my guess. Well, I gotta scan some stuff. I think I'm so scared of, like, suffocating in the dark. I'm just zooming too fast. Security systems initiated. All locks are active. 3 keys are required to access the temple. They are scattered throughout the dark. Okay, so this is the key door. Yeah, they put out, or, the company that's making the game has a VTuber mascot. And she tweeted and said, hey, we're looking for people to play test this on stream. And I DM'd and said I would love to, because I love card games. Actually, in my DM, I said I'm mostly a Weiss player. But I said, but if it like matters or helps my chances, I have played Yu-Gi-Oh! What is this? Dark Aegon Temple Key. I said I have played / play Yu-Gi-Oh! I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! On stream, and I said, and I've started learning the Digimon card game and have played it on stream. And then as my final takeaway, I said, I also love getting washed yeah, I said I love getting washed at new card games in public or something. I forgot my exact wording. You said you played Yu-Gi-Oh! And can read. Did you look at the times they want to stream the playtest? It said Thursday at 8 a.m. PST. I thought they said 8 p.m. PST, not AM. You didn't bring up Magic? I should have brought up Magic, but I haven't like played it on stream that much. And I mostly play Commander now. Probably doesn't matter, but I was mostly trying to be like, these are games I've played on stream, and so like that's my streaming card game experience. Yeah, are you sure it's 8 a.m.? I thought they said 8 p.m. If it's 8 a.m., that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I would be awake by that point. And for something like that, I could tell my boss I have something going on. And he would probably be like, you do your thing, baby Smurf, and I would be like, okay. 8 p.m. PST is also fine because I work from home on Fridays. And so unless it's a really special situation, I don't really have a bedtime on Thursday. Unless I have like a really early morning meeting on Friday, but most people don't, like, most people are working from home and they don't want to do that either. So it's kind of a we have a understanding. Oh, 8 a.m. PST. Oh, I read 8 p.m. Interesting. That was me filling in the blanks, I guess. No, I mean that. Huh? Oh. I mean that timing is still fine. That doesn't bug me. This isn't a bomb boy, is it? No. Ugh. No, 8 a.m. PST is fine. Like I said, I feel like at this point, I feel like my boss is just kind of like, I'm happy you even showed up. So I have no problem being like, I have a thing. But that's if I probably won't like get selected, but if I did, it would be cool. If I did, it would be cool, and I would definitely make the time. 'Cause I like trying new card games. I actually have been playing a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. I've always been afraid, like, I try to play games online when there were, like, events going on so I could get the event rewards, but I was always kind of nervous, but I was like, I'm just gonna play, like, normal duels and see what happens. So I did that while I was making my shadow burritos the other night. And, or rather, while I was heating up my leftover shadow burritos. Where's the... Oh, I'm gonna frickin' die. I'm about to get cooked. Do you guys mind if I just stand here and heal for a little bit? Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, so I just decided to just play duels online randomly because it's always been something I've been nervous about. I've said that before, like, sometimes when I play card games online, I'm like, I hope the other person doesn't feel like I'm wasting their time because I'm bad or whatever. But I was like, I'm gonna do it, I don't care! And nothing bad happened, and I was like, anxiety is so embarrassing. But now I feel less nervous to play card games online, so that's good. Don't think there's anything past that point anyway. Oh no. Literally the only person who thinks that, I know. So I said anxiety is embarrassing. Lock deactivated. 2 keys required to access the temple. Search the dark Aegon waste to find them. My boss today said I was really nervous about showing the president of the company something that I'd done. And so I was kind of like I was really nervous, and then the president of the company said that was astounding. Like, great job. And I was sitting there, I probably looked like a kicked chihuahua. I was so nervous. And my boss was like, my brother texted me the other day. He texted me a quote he found online that he thought was funny. And it was, I have been through so many bad things in my life, and most of them have happened in my head. And he was like, when I read that, I thought of you. And I was like, don't say that! It's so mean to me. Crack it open. He's right, though. But should he say it? But yeah, no, I pushed through the Yu-Gi-Oh anxiety, and now I'm more powerful than ever. And now I'm pushing through the DM anxiety. What'll happen next? Yeah, I have some like some stuff in the wild, commission-wise, because I finally stopped being too anxious to DM people who are literally trying to get paid for their work, to ask them if I can pay them for their work. It's all, I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together. Who knows what'll happen next? Oh look, it's another statue. I can't. Oh, it must. Huh? It must be the same statue, just the dark version. Dark JD. But now I can get on top of it because I got hops. That ain't me. Oh, wrong button. Oh God. Yeah, bad things don't happen as often as we think. That's a good way to put it. Well, I think, too, for me, part of my worry, like, it's stupid because anyone who I would be DMing are people who I, like, have some kind of connection with already. So I have literally no reason to be nervous about it. And they're all super nice people. So it's like a complete— what was that? Oh, I see ya. So it's a completely nonsensical worry on my part. I think I'm always like, when I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? For me, I'm like, what if they don't respond? Like, what if they get my message and then they see it and they're like, ew, and they ignore me, and I get really, like, in my head about it. And I'm like, well, I'd rather just not even— I'd rather not bring it up than get rejected. And so then I get kind of all like, ugh. But then yesterday at work happened. And I was like, you know what? No. The worst thing that can happen to me in a social situation is somebody can be having a bad day and take it out on me and scream at me. Oh, what is that? No. Please, please, there has to be a shield. There we go. Wasn't this the starting area? Whew. I was like, yeah, actually the worst thing that can happen to me is somebody can freak the fuck out and make me feel super unsafe. And so, no, that, like, literally no one who I would be messaging would ever do that. And so, getting, if I got ignored, which I don't think would be on purpose, it's nowhere close to the worst thing that could happen. So I just need to calm down and live my life and not worry about it as much. So I guess shoutouts to that guy. Thanks for the perspective. Shoutouts to that guy. How are your arms doing at this point? They're fine actually. The pillow setup is really a lifesaver. Ugh. Still far enough away from chat that I have to look. Nothing really came of it. Well, I mean, all the stuff that I said yesterday happened. And they were basically like, you didn't do anything wrong, calm down. Like, we're gonna address it. And so I got like a Zoom apology from the guy, but it was kind of like, it was written in a I don't think I have anything to apologize for kind of way. And I was kind of, if it was more heartfelt or was like, I'm sorry, I was having a bad day, I got stuff going on, I got too much going on business-wise or whatever, I think I would have been like, oh, like, I'm sorry about that, like, I didn't love getting yelled at, but I get it. But it was kind of more of a, sorry, like, I apologize. And I was like, okay. So I didn't respond, and I asked work mom, I was like, what do I do? I was like, I feel like it would be the professional thing to respond, and she's like, you can if you want. She was like, you can just say, like, hey, like, whatever, let's just work together to make it better or whatever. But then my boss asked me, he was like, did you ever get an apology? And I was like, well, he, like, sent a message, but, like, it wasn't, like, super heartfelt or anything. And he was like, wait, he sent you a message? I was like, yeah. And he was like, he didn't talk to you face to face? And I was like, no. And he was like, what the fuck? And I and I was like, honestly, I think if he had tried to talk to me face to face, I would have passed out, so I'm not that mad about it. And he was like, I get that, but he was like, but still, it was like, he was like, he should have tried to apologize to you in person. And I was like, yeah, again, like, I don't mind. But then I was like, I don't really know what to say back to the message. Like, it was so, it felt so, like, forced, and I said, and I'm too awkward of a person to deal with this. And my boss was like, don't respond. So I was like, okay. So I didn't respond. And he was at work today, but we both just kind of avoided each other like the plague, so I have a feeling it's just gonna be real awkward for a little while, but I don't know, I don't feel bad. I didn't do anything. Or just respond K. No, I'm not gonna provoke. I'm not gonna provoke another situation. I'm just gonna keep on being me. It was funny though, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like for better or worse, I work in a really gossipy office. And so every time something happens, like, word gets around really fast, and I think I think the people who witnessed it, like, spread it like wildfire, and so I had all these people coming up to my desk and being like, I saw this really funny meme and thought of you, and I was like, what is happening? So I assume all of the keys are here, in this general vicinity. Or maybe I have to go back out and get more stuff to open more doors? I just want to show you some recessive memes. I actually showed one of the girls who came up to me and was like, I want to share some of my favorite memes with you, and I was like, thank you, queen. I showed her save me, white girl. White girl, save me. And she was like dying laughing. I was like, I'm so glad I finally have someone to share this with. Oh, it's gonna be one of the worm boys, isn't it? You can leave if you need to? Yeah, but I don't know if there's like more stuff. Oh, good God. I'm gonna get eaten. Oh, there's this door I can't get into. That looks like a portal, right? What is going on? You hear these noises. Oh. Wait, what is that? Whoa. Oh, it's one of the jumpy boys. Oh, there's multiple jumpy boys. Wait, what? Armor Systems Online symbiotic possession attempt failed? Can they possess me? Come on, I see ya. You showed anyone the Big Chungus meme? I months ago mentioned Big Chungus in front of a Zoomer. And he said, Big Chungus, that really takes me back to another era. And I was like, what? So I could probably... pee. I could probably show him the Big Chungus meme. And get a sensible chuckle out of it. The fact that the user is using Fat Yoshi from Mario RPG makes it funnier. I agree. Big Yoshi makes anything funnier. This rift portal is inactive. The portal field can be energized with light energy. Walk into an energized portal to transport to Ether. Ether? They just want to come inside. If you're cold, they're cold. How do I... Where's the... Oh, there we go. There's a P over there. Oh, is that where you come in? That is where I first got the key. I don't think I could get over to this blue door. I don't think. The one all the way on the far side? maybe I just head back to the starter portal? Yeah. Head back to the starter portal. Oopsie. And go investigate elsewhere. Straight ahead of me, right? Yeah. Okie dokie. Open. Alright, let's save one more time. And then I will head out. Head out to the light world. With extra jumpiness. And no need to fear the air. Excuse me? The not so dank ether. The door paused before opening sometimes because it's still loading the other room. Oh, that's cool. So it's like masking a loading screen. Oh, I probably have to scan it like the other place. System analysis complete. Console used to energize and open a portal to ether. Currently online. Portal generation system initiated. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, yeah, I forgot this got opened. When I opened the dank. Wish you wouldn't. That was not nearly as bad as I thought. Compared to the jumpy boys, they're nothing. Ooh! Oh, is this it's the thing they were teasing me with. One of my favorite games of all time. I'm having a really good time with it, especially now that I have the Wiimote calibrated correctly. And pillows. Oops. So if the dark is dark ether and the light ether, what is the Orpal cloud tunnel filled with lightnings? Orpal. Missile expansion acquired. It's Borpal. Thank you for the subscriptions for the test. Or are you testing? Wait, there's a portal above me? Allegedly? Oh, is it? Wait. That's where the purple... There's a purple door up there, and then it looks like there's a portal? I don't know if I can jump high enough. Oh! I probably need a zippy boy for this, right? Yeah. Methinks. Couldn't think of anything to write. House Prime Thursday. It's good. It's It's good. I've found solutions to my controller problems, so I'm feeling good. What do the kids say? I'm feeling in my lane, thriving, hydrated. Scan the baby trees. The baby trees up there. Oops. Moisturize. You on that grind busted for real, for real? I capped myself today to see if I'm still chill. I bust dead ass on God. The only thing for real. Hold on, I just gotta not suck. Roll! Roll! That hurt. Okay. Baby tree. Blue root tree, highly poisonous plant form. Durable tree with venomous leaves, found on several worlds and desert climate zones. Oh, I'm just blissed out. All right. Where? Heading forward, T. He's a... Is that a translation thing? Let's see what color it is. See what color its blood is. Now that I have the lock-on properly set up, I feel so powerful. Goodbye. Security clearance approved. Door systems online. Through vigilance and strength, we create peace. What? What do you have? What are you showing me? Oh. Aha! Oh, map? And ghost trees. You have downloaded the map for this area. Press 1 to access the map. Show. Okay, so... Oh, I have a blue door. Oh, with space jump I can probably get up there now. I have a blue door with a ton of stuff. I have the elevator over there. Back to other stuff. I have purple door I can't do anything with. I have another blue door over here. That one I should definitely be able to get to now. I think that was entirely a space jump problem. Maybe I'll just go through this one and work my way. I can't do the white door yet. Work my way over here. Above me, right? Oh, it's one of these. Wait, is that? That's where the portal was. Oops. That's where the portal was. On the ether, the dark ether side of things. Maybe I have to go around this way. Yeah, that's where the portal was, so maybe I have to get in from the other side on the portal side and it'll spit me out here? Oh! Woohoo! Whoa! Energy tank acquired! Maximum energy capacity increased by 100. That will help. That will help with the dank ether. Alright, so it's straight through here. Upsy daisy. Oh no! I like that something's definitely spitting at me. I'm just like, anyway. Oh yeah, it's the statue boy. It's the hero boy. I can jump on him. New lore entry's been downloaded to your logbook. Luminoth lore translated, the stellar object. By the time we detected the stellar object as it streaked toward our world, it was too late to stop it. We fired numerous weapons at it in a vain attempt to alter its trajectory. Nothing worked. Our efforts placed a great strain on the energy controllers and weakened ether. All we could do as the object drew closer was take shelter and wait. We gathered stores of food and water, reinforced the shielding on our dwellings, and spent the last hours in peace. That's so depressing. Wait, what? Wait, is that confirmed? Oh my god. Wait, how old was he? $68? That's not old. Oh my god. That sucks. Man. That sucks. He has like new stuff coming out, like Sandland is coming out. Holy crap. Automated function initiated. Sand gates will move to the open position. Oh! Yeah, he was still going and doing stuff. He was not like... Ugh. I don't even know what to say, that sucks. Are these regular pirate? They are regular pirate boys. Please. Please leave me alone. What are those? Structural analysis complete. The storage unit has been modified to transport radioactive material. Rad scans indicate the presence of phazon energy. Phazon energy. Handle with care. What happens if I do this? Whoa! Handle with care. Luminoth weapon detected. Weapon is in space pirate hands. Recover Luminoth weapon. Up there. Phase goo. Yeah, I feel like a lot of like really big name mangakas like have understudies now. Not like understudies, but like proteges who like work as assistants for them and then kind of carry the series on when they're like, I need a break. I wouldn't be surprised. This looks like a boss room to me. Eh. I took like half a step. How much you want to bet some dark goo is gonna show up? Transform some boys. There's a bunch of them. Wait, what is that? Is that a turret? Get fucked. Oops. The second one. Wonder if those are scannable. Oh no, you're totally right. You're so right. I was too sassy, too excited, too moisturized, too accidentally firing my missiles. Magnetic rail system track detected. Rail system powered and active. Spider ball technology required to access track. Meh. Maple locked at 98% scan index now. Hey, I missed one of the bosses earlier. It was over for me a long time ago. I did get 100% scans in Metroid, in the first Metroid Prime. But that was because I'd like already beaten it and I was like, I was committed. I was committed to the bit. This is a... Oh, it's one of the dark doors. Oh, but there's a white door up there, but I can't do those either. Eh? I can't get through there yet. I don't think. And how do I get to the Luminoth weapon? Let me try going back to the dark world. Those are both white doors. That's a dark door. This one I can't get through, but I might be able to. In the dark world. This one's purple. Maple, have you scanned? No. Creating sections composed of caloric alloy, structural integrity critical. Oops. 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 Yay! Pew! Ew! Why does it feel like an esophagus? Ah! Opening! Do they know? Oh, they're going into the dark world. What is Metroid Prime pinball for? Ooh. Like platform-wise? DS? Okay. Got it. Ah! DS, there was a demo on launch? I've been in the DS mines lately because I've been trying to move all like 600 of my Pokemon from Pokemon Black 2 up to Pokemon Home, and it has been a very slow process, so Ether. Obscure world in the Dasha system. Planet is unstable due to trans-dimensional flux. Warfare has devastated a good portion of the world's population. Finally, extreme climate shifts have left most of Ether uninhabitable. Can I... So I started playing, Endless Space 2. I started playing Endless Space 2, and I didn't realize, like, I knew that the planets that you can discover all have different properties, and so if, you know, if you have to terraform them to be more habitable, you need to, you know, pay for that and set up that project, or, you know, if there's something about the planet that doesn't agree with some of your population, then, you know, you need to be careful about who lives where or whatever. What I didn't know is you don't actually have to colonize every planet. Like, I just assumed if I find an uninhabited planet that I can land people on, I should just colonize the shit out of it. So basically, any single time... Oh, thank you for the stretch. That's a good idea. Hold on, let me put Pika-Me down and stretch out my shoulder. Yeah, I didn't realize. I just, like, I would find a planet and I was like, well, time to colonize it, and I would get to work terraforming it and dealing with everything that was wrong with it, and developing it and getting all of the right types of population moved over to it. And then pretty soon I started getting warnings that like every single system I had was overpopulated. and because I had colonized like every single planet, there was nowhere to move anyone to. And I was like, wasn't I supposed to do that? And I thank you for the hydrate. And I looked it up online and everyone was like, be careful to not grow your empire too fast and over colonize your planets, because that'll make it really hard to keep everybody happy and and keep order. And I was like, uh-oh. And I'm like 250? No. I'm a lot of cycles into the game. Like I've been playing this session for, oh, there we go. This session for quite a while. Cause I just kind of like pop in and play a couple of turns whenever I have a chance. So it's really fun, but I have not fixed my overcolonization problem, but it kind of makes me laugh. I really want to try Stellaris, but I want to try it on stream because every time it comes up, people are like, don't give her any details, just let her figure it out for herself. So yeah, but I was in the mood for just like space stuff, so I went to Endless Space too. I also got, what's the fantasy version? It's Endless something. I got the fantasy version of Endless Space too. But I've never played a 4X. The genre or the subgenre is 4X, right? I'd never played a 4X game before. Endless Empires, that might be it. I'd never played a 4X game before. That was like kind of, I was still kind of figuring it out. I was like, oh, I see like what I'm supposed to be doing, and I see what the move is here. Though I'm still figuring out all of the strategies, but it was really fun. So I'd like to play more. I think Stellaris is also 4X. But yeah, I'd like to do Stellaris on stream. Sounds like a British problem. Power relays connected. Elevator unit online. Step into the hologram to activate the elevator. So I got an elevator. Why am I, ever since I stretched, hold on. Stay on the screen. Yeah, I had friends that played a lot of 4X type games growing up, but I never really played myself. But it's totally my kind of thing. Like, it's definitely a little overwhelming at first. But I really like getting really nitty-gritty with stuff, and it seems like nitty-gritty the genre. New lore. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Phazon raids. Phazon extraction raids are underway on Dark Ether. The toxicity of the atmosphere has taken a toll on our workforce, as have the hostile natives of that world. Science team is preparing survival gear to protect our work teams, and we've increased our security presence in extraction areas. Fortunately, High Command is sending more troops and supplies. Our troops and resources are spread dangerously thin, and this mission cannot fail. What mission? Yeah, no, that's the thing is, I don't know, I really like Atelier games. Obviously, like, I've talked about that a lot, but one non-Atelier was Atelier, oh, I can't believe I'm forgetting. There's a PS4 and Switch one that was a spin-off. Where she doesn't build an atelier, it's just a town management sim. And at first I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like just like a simulation game, because I kind of like doing the alchemy and the gathering and everything. I don't know if I'll like it as much when I'm just doing this kind of macro level, like, economy wielding and trying to make sure that I'm spreading my resources in the right areas and that I'm hitting all of the right places and expanding my empire and building the right sorts of infrastructure in the right areas to be efficient. I was like, I don't know if that's gonna hit for me. And then I was so obsessed with it. I just played it for like 100 hours and platinumed it, and I was like, I think I like the simulations. So it scratched the same sort of itch when I played Endless Space too. Stellaris is also full of big old pages of stories. I love big old pages of stories. Good to know the hazardousness of Phazon hasn't stopped the space pirates. What can? Trans-dimensional duplicate of planet Ether. Can't determine origin of Ether's dark twin. Contains high levels of Phazon ore. Native bioforms attack on sight. Throw the citizens into the alchemy pot. Well, you had to keep the citizens happy too, so you had to like do the stuff that they wanted you to do. But I was just like, I don't know, I got really into it. It was actually a problem because I had some friends come and visit me when I was in the middle of my platinum run on it. And pretty much they would be like, okay, we're tired, we're gonna go to bed. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I would boot it up at the witching hour and play a couple more turns. And they would be like, what's that music? And I was like, nothing! Go to bed! Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 04468.1. Science teams detected the presence of Phazon in the Dasha system 4 cycles ago. High Command authorized the deployment of our team shortly thereafter. Our orders are to establish a base on planet Ether and evaluate local Phazon resources. Because this world lies on the periphery of Galactic Federation territory, we are following stealth protocols at the highest level. A cadre of elite commandos has been dispatched to provide security for our force as well. This operation is now underway. Thought you were supposed to be asleep. Local conflict. Intelligence reports on the indigenous population of Ether are in error. This planet is not at peace, nor are the inhabitants docile. Evidence of a Class 4 conflict is present here, though hostilities are at a minimal level now. Our territory has suffered several raids by a strange type of shadowy creature. These raids have caused considerable damage, and we have requested more combat troops in response. Great discoveries. Log 05008.6. A spatial anomaly has been found within our base. We believe this rift in space-time leads to a parallel dimension of some type, but have been unable to interact with it thus far. A strange artifact was found near the anomaly as well. It may be a weapon or generator of some kind. Perhaps it is the key to accessing the anomaly. High Command is eager for reports on the relic. A new weapon for our arsenal is always welcome, so that must be what they have. Rift Portal. Data transferred to your logbook for further review. The Rift Portal has been opened. The artifact weapon dubbed Dark Beam, that's going to open the dark doors, by Science Team provides the energy needed to open the portal. Although for a limited time, we've sent expeditions through the portal and they have returned with incredible news. The portal leads to a parallel version of Ether. This dark ether has suffered a global calamity, turning it into a toxic wasteland. It is the homeworld of the shadowy creatures who have been raiding our base for the last cycle. Most importantly, it is the prime location of Phazon in this sector. Extraction plans are being prepared. We will not be denied. Dank beam. This rift portal is inactive. The portal field can be energized with dark energy. Walk into an energized portal to transport to dark ether, so it's not active right now. So I probably have to take the elevator. Find an alternate method of accessing portal control. Casualty report 07-203-04. Mining Expedition 422 reports 3 dead, 2 injured, 1 missing in action. Captured bioform transferred to science team for study 07-203-01. Security report. Commando Unit 87 has failed to report. Unit was dispatched to recon the swamp, a potential site for a new base. Unit 98 sent to investigate. They are both dead. Security report. The marine vessel has been under attack by indigenous predators for several days. Casualties are high. The marine force is near elimination. They just keep coming to planets and getting their asses kicked. Metroid energy report. Until we recover more Phazon, we rely on Metroids for power. Command has authorized mass breeding of Metroids for this purpose. Sentry report. I grow weary of standing watch on a wasteland. The accursed Marines are weak and vulnerable. Why do we not attack? They owe us a fate debt for the attack on our supply ship. Instead of settling accounts, we sit around in this sand pit like a group of timid old spinsters. It is time for action. Medical report. Technician 12 relieved after showing symptoms of Phazon fever, in where he claimed the Phazon as his own and held us at gunpoint until security arrived. Whoa. Metroid officer report. The order to mass breed Metroids is insane. We have no space to store them. Perhaps when Command is sharing a bunk with hungry Metroid infants, they will rethink this unwise order. Dark Ether Transit 424 complete. Radiation levels within tolerances. Dark cannon operating at full power. No signs of instability detected. Cooldown cycle underway. Oh, I can scan the dark door. There's a blast shield on the door blocking access. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to most weapons. Dark energy may damage it. Fate debt. I mean, it's kind of a dope word. So, they said the portal's inactive. I see. Huh? Is that a different space? Oh. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Security alert. All systems and units. Datanet has been compromised. The hunter has attacked our datanet. All of our secrets are now hers. She cannot be allowed to escape. Terminate her on sight. I'm in your walls. Security alert. All units to battle stations. The Dark Hunter has breached the Metroid production facility. Protect Phazon supply at all costs. Death to the Dark Hunter. Glory to the space pirates. Oh! Gonna say, can I scan the things in there? But that dude just blasted right through. Phazon collection report 720202. Phazon supply at Site 1 is diminishing. Sites 2 and 3 are supply rated above 90%. Site 4 remains a problem due to high presence of hostile bioforms. Dark Hunter analysis. Scans of the Dark Hunter have revealed she grows stronger as she consumes Phazon. Already a class platinum AAA threat level, we shudder to think of her power level if she consumes our entire Phazon supply. Yikes! She's thirsty. Uh-oh, and there she is! Look at the feet! They're like creepy little claw guys. Security systems active. Unique energy required for door access. Energized door with dark energy to open it. Oh, I need the dank energy. Metroid brood generation underway. Protocol 3 in effect until further notice. Exercise extreme caution when dealing with the birthing or storage of newborns. Remember, infant Metroids are not pets. You'll never convince me. Federation attack. She might become quadruple A level soon. Another disaster. The transport bringing our reinforcements and supplies has been shot down. It was engaged in orbit by a Federation vessel, which has landed near the alien temple. It's only a matter of time before the Marines attack. Survivors from our ship have made their way to our base. Here we shall make our stand. Another enemy. First the Shadowlings, then the Dark Hunter, and now the Galactic Federation Marine Corps. Perhaps fate will smile upon us before the world itself opens its maw and swallows us. Very poetic. Can I be sneaky? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, is this the room where I already scanned everything? There's one thing I missed. Planetary stability report. Planetary energy is at critical, creating violent climate changes and tectonic shifts. Unless these conditions can be reversed, global destruction is inevitable. Blast door controls security bypassed. Door will remain in the open position. Security and control systems have been jammed at the source. Oh. Nice. Nice. Can I jump through here? Come on. Come on. You know you want to let me. That one's Samus sized. Whoa! Whoa! Whew. How do I... Oh, this feels like... I was gonna say this feels like a job for the ball. But perhaps I can just walk through it. It's got a cool ride. Metroids. What is that? Bioscan complete. Metroid subject has several blast wounds from space pirate weaponry on low power settings. They wanted it alive after they were finished with it. Poor baby. Free him. Elevator systems online. Step into the elevator to begin operation. I need this dark beam. Oh. Does it want me to? Is there a dead one in there? Bioscan complete. Evidence of symbiotic bonding present in subject's system. Subject is barely alive. He's alive. And is periodically leached of its bioenergy by Metroids. Again, that's rough, buddy. Talon Metroid. Energy craving parasite. Taken from planet Talon 4. Target leeches bioenergy from its victims. Stunned by concussive blasts and vulnerable to dark energy. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. The Hunter. Pirate punishment is raw. Samus around the accursed Hunter has arrived. The sudden arrival of the Hunter is strange enough, but her actions are stranger still. She does not seek our destruction, but our Phazon. With each raid, she steals Phazon ore, only killing those who attempt to deny her. What she needs it for, we do not know, so this ain't me. Though science team suspects she requires it to power her new armor suit. Dark in color, is equipped with strange new weapons. The troops now call her the Dark Hunter. It is a fitting title. The Accursed Moose. Bioscan complete. Metroid subject is suffering from food poisoning. It has ingested several pet treats and space pirate rations. These do not agree with its digestive system. Yeah. Metroid subject has been energy drained repeatedly over the last 3 cycles. Subject's cellular structure has become unstable as a result. Metroid subject is heavily scarred. Wounds appear to be from repeated contact with its containment field, most likely received while attempting to escape. Metroids are not pets. Metroids are not for target practice. Finally, unauthorized feeding of Metroids is still strictly prohibited. What, you mean like throwing a dude in the tank? Whoa! Throwing a good friend in the tank? This... Okay. Oops. Ooh, we got the jetpack boys! That made them sound like a cool musical group. Oops. Checking out the schmap. Bubba. Bubba. Production report, Metroids. Mass breeding of Metroids underway. We will meet command's quota within a cycle. Storage remains an issue. Recommended expansion of existing facility before a critical Metroid level is reached. None of this sounds like it's going anywhere good. Maintenance report. Energy containment field generators have failed 3 times. I fear for our safety. We're out of spare parts. One more failure and we're finished. Spaceport security system bypass. Power harnessing system online. Processing racks moving to position 1. Extreme caution recommended. Oh. Wait, there's other stuff. Training report. Science team believes the Metroids can be trained. After several cycles of trying, I believe science team has vapor for brains. I've lost 2 assistants to the wretched little things. Security report. The Dark Hunter was spotted near the Metroid tanks. She attempted to break the containment racks without succession, then escaped. Perhaps she is behind the recent Metroid theft. She just wants baby. Theft report. 3 Metroids have been stolen. All on-duty units have been questioned. Whereabouts of Metroids unknown. Doubling security in Metroid areas until further notice. They're just a bunch of little guys. Injury report 07207. Unit 686 released a Metroid for target practice today. The Metroid then assaulted 686. He should be regaining brain functions in a cycle. This is the Gamma Power storage rack position monitor. 2 nearby consoles control the movement of the Gamma Power storage rack. Scan them to operate the system. The Delta Power storage rack. Okay, and what are you? Alpha Power storage rack. I get it. So I need to organize the pillars so that they create steps so I can get up to that place. Discipline report. Units 013 and 043 have been placed on low rations after being caught configuring the power storage racks for amusement purposes. Agility training is to occur only in sanctioned training areas. Scan. Oh, I see. Scan the nearby. Termination report. Metroid Unit 318 was put down today after a failed domestication session. Metroid Unit refused commands and terminated one of its handlers before it was subdued. So this must be the... Oh. I see. I see. But Boop, boop, boop. Just realizes what time it is. I didn't realize how late it had gotten. Gonna pull a Metroid and crawl into bed. I'm not far behind. Time to be going by fast when you're playing it. Ooh! What is this little spinny guy? What is this? Time's gone so fast, you got the super jump. I know, I guess in my brain, I just think of it as like one of the last things you get. So I'm still surprised, but I'm not disappointed. Woo! There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. And would you look at that? It's a save room. Hold on. New lore entry. Space pirate encrypted data. Security breach. Is Freddy here? I've never played a Five Nights at Freddy. The Dark Hunter teleports into the base at will. Our security has proven next to useless against her. Her latest raid was disastrous. Not only did we lose more phazon to her, but she also crippled the stealth field generator with her strange new weapons. We are exposed. Until the replacement generator arrives, we will be vulnerable to scans and detection. Our presence here is still minimal. Should the Federation find us, we will be unable to defend our position. Unfortunately, Ether is on the fringe of Federation space. With luck, we will have a stealth field back in effect before being detected. Well, that didn't happen. I would say play one, but you would die. You're correct. All right. Not realize how late it had gotten. Time goes by so fast. It's pronounced aether? Aether? Okay. I think in my mind I'm like, oh, the A is silent. It's ether. But yeah, aether. Okay. Aether. All right. Oops. Ba 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 ba. There we go. Well, thank you guys for coming to another Metroid Prime 2. My shoulder is a little funky just because I had it like resting, or I had my arm resting on the pillow, so it was like at kind of a weird angle, but it's not too bad. It's way better than last week. What are your thoughts on Prime 2 now? I like it. I'm back in. I am back in deep. All I want to do is explore and find secrets and scan everything. I've got the bug back. Just got stretched out. Yeah, I probably just need to stand up and roll it a little bit, but yeah, way better than last week. We have found the solution, and honestly, the lock-on option is super helpful. Soon you will get the goodies. Let's see. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be hopefully beating Sonic Lost World on YouTube. Sonic. Yeah, tomorrow's Sonic Lost World on YouTube. And so I beat MGS2 on Tuesday. So I'm not totally sure what my schedule will be next week, especially if I beat Sonic tomorrow. I mean, Metroid will obviously be back next week, but Metroid is the only thing for sure. But I'll have to figure out. I'll figure it out what else I can grab off of my redeem list. Yeah, see you on YouTube tomorrow for Sonic. There we go. See you tomorrow on YouTube for Sonic. And thank you so much for coming to Metroid. I'll see you tomorrow or next week or whatever I see you. And have a good rest of your morning or your afternoon or your evening or whatever it is. Wherever you are. And meow, meow.